What's up, y'all? It's February 15th and it's Soul Classic Saturday. We're officially now halfway through the listen along. What do you guys think? Today's album is by my all-time favorite artist. It is Pieces of a Man by Gil Scott-Heron. Another release here I got on physical. Gil Scott-Heron was a poet and singer who was most active in the 70s. He's been called the grandfather of hip-hop for the way he mixed spoken word and soul music. I almost included this release on Political Hip Hop Monday, but figured it probably better fitting on Soul Saturday. Pieces of a Man addresses many social issues, all of which are still relevant today. While I would still consider this release a soul album, the jazz influences are impossible to ignore. It's quite a different album from something like our album from 2 weeks ago, The Midnight Hour. Also worth noting, the drums on this album are done by Bernard Purdie, one of the best ever drummers who just barely missed the cut for this month's listen along. So, let's break down this album track by track. The album starts off with his most famous track, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, a sharp, on-the-nose outcry against slacktivism. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this term, the revolution will not be televised. Unfortunately, this signature phrase, coined by Scott-Heron, has been reappropriated by the same media it originally criticized. The next song, Save the Children, is an epithet that has been beaten to death at this point by so many different groups. But keep in mind that this song was written before things like the Parent Music Resource Center and the 1993 congressional hearings on video games. The next song, Lady Day and John Coltrane, talks about music's power to relieve people from alienation. Through music and all art, we're able to connect with the artist through the beauty that they created, that we experience. That's what Gil Scott-Heron here is detailing on his track. Home is Where the Hatred Is one of my all-time favorite songs, detailing the struggle of a drug addict told in the first person. The song brings insight into the mind and heart of a drug addict. I think any person who knows of a drug addict, this can bring the mind, like I said, into a different light. When You Are Who You Are and I Think I'll Call It Morning are beautiful, stark contrasts to the dark street life detailed in the previous track. This is the heart of what makes this album so great. It's such a human album. What do I mean by that? Isn't all music created by humans? Yes, but the movement on this album is akin to the ebbs and flows we all experience in life. Moments of anger, frustration, embarrassment, fear, but also tranquility, sheer joy, etc. It details the world we live in, and it details our struggle and emotions that we might not even express with other people. The final 5 tracks further add to this, detailing different specific pains and confusions the 70s faced. I think the beauty in this album is through all these details, we're able to realize and understand that while our situations are unique, there are other people who struggle, and through that there's relief. No other singer's lyrics make me think as much as Gil Scott-Heron's. Like any good piece of writing, the more I go back and revisit it, the more insight and learning I get from it. So please go listen to this album. I hope you guys can experience the same things, or at least close to what I have. And enjoy.